Hi everyone, it's Mark from Top Homeowner, and today we're going to be looking at repairing some dry rot damage due to some excess moisture that's been holding in a sunroom area. So basically what I'm going to do is I'll show you what the damage looks like and where it is, and then we'll go through the process of fixing it. Okay, so here's where the damage lies, and you really can't tell too much from the outside, but basically right between these two windows here, there's some rotted wood. And like I said, it's from some water that's been kind of stagnant here, and so we'll take a look on the inside and show you what it really looks like. Here's the view from the inside, and you can see really here that it kind of comes through as to how much damage there is here. At first we were thinking we might be able to fix this if it was some minor damage with some house bondo, but apparently it's a little bit too far gone for that. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be removing these boards. We'll be pulling the windows out first, removing the boards, and then replacing the damaged wood. And you can see here, you know, it was dry rot, so it looks squishy, but it didn't look too bad. But once you start digging into it and you start seeing exactly how much of the wood is kind of mushy, it shouldn't be able to kind of fall apart that easy when you're poking at it. And it shows you the extent of the damage there. And so what we'll be doing is, like I said, we'll be removing the windows and replacing the damaged wood. Now that the windows are removed, we can see exactly how much damage there is to this section of wood. So we can see here, there's the original part that we found. The bottom board is rotted out quite a bit, and then you've got this upper vertical board that's rotted a bit, but it's not very bad. I think we can cut off the bottom here and then replace it with a new section. But this bottom board, I mean, it's kind of rotted all the way across. So we really need to replace this whole thing. So we're going to be tearing that bottom board out and replacing it with a new piece of treated lumber that's designed to be in wet areas. And once we get that in place, we can start kind of putting everything back together. All right, so we're going through kind of cleaning this stuff up here. This is some old caulk that was used to seal out water, and obviously it's no longer needed. So we'll get all this cleaned up and removed. And just to give you a better idea of what dry rot looks like, I've gone and kind of scraped into this, but just to see, this wood looks solid, but you can actually stick this inside of it and start separating the wood. I mean, the wood looked fine until you started like poking at it. It should not fall apart like this. And that is dry rot. There's no more structural stability to this. It needs to be replaced. So this is the good piece now that we put back in place. Basically what we did was we ended up having to kind of take a utility knife and scrape away the caulk that was used to hold down the old board. And once we did that, we had to remove these Tapcon screws, these giant Tapcon screws here. Basically those screw down into the concrete to secure the wood in place. And we had a couple of issues getting those removed. Basically, we had one or two that we were able to get out with the screwdriver, with a power drill, but the other ones we ended up having to kind of tear the wood out around the screws and then use some vice grips to unscrew it from the concrete. They were really stuck in there. Once we did that, we measured between the 2 points to get the length that we needed for the new board, stuck those back in place, and we lined up the screw holes with the old board that we had torn out, so that way we knew exactly where the new screw holes needed to be for the new Tapcons that we had to put in place. So that's basically that. Now that this is in place, what we're going to do is we're going to paint this, and we're then going to let that dry, and then we're going to caulk around it to make sure there's a nice tight seal at the bottom. And we're going to do that for all the wood. And you can see over here we already started painting, and then now once this dries, we're going to go ahead and caulk it, and then we can reinstall our windows. Now you know what dry rot looks like and what you need to do about it. Really, you just need to replace the damaged pieces with new wood and make sure that they're rated for the use that they're supposed to be used in. So if you have ground contact, you need to make sure you get wood that's rated for ground contact. And also what we ended up doing with this repair is coating the wood with an enamel-based paint. So enamel-based paints are for exterior surfaces, and they tend to hold up better than latex-based paints in the extreme elements. So make sure you do that. Make sure you caulk surfaces as well to prevent any kind of moisture from coming in and kind of sitting underneath or inside wood where you don't want it to be. And really, that's about all there is to it. So hopefully you liked this video. Hopefully you learned a little bit about dry rot and what you need to do to repair it. If you have any questions about this video, please leave a comment or question below, and I will be sure to get back to you as soon as I can. Also, if you like this video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel, where our goal is to help you become the top homeowner in your neighborhood. Thanks for watching.